Okay, good afternoon all. We are going to start with the interview preparation sections. Okay, now let's start with the first question. How can we are going to handle our missing data? How we are going to handle our missing data in our data set? Yeah, guys. See, to handle missing data, we first of all we have to know how many percentage of data missing in our particular column or in a data set, so that we can choose an appropriate strategy to handle the situation. Okay, for example, if there are some columns which the whole column is handle which having missing data, so better to retain it or better to format it. So the best option is to remove that particular column, so that we not missing any data, and we are able to working on a data. Okay, now second question is, why is Python used for a data cleaning in DS? Why is Python used for data cleaning in DS, that is data science? So as I mentioned, that data should be clean and in a proper format, so that we can use for a algorithm or to processing. Okay, so why we are using Python for it? Because sorry, Python libraries are there, some like matplotlib, pandas, numpy, keras, scipy. These are the even seaborn. These are the for visualization, and for numpy and scipy are for the numerical. Many more libraries provided by the Python. So Python is a good start for a coding or to using for a DS, so data science. Next question is, what are the popular libraries we are going to use for data science? So what are the libraries which are provided by the Python? So what are the libraries provided by the Python for data science, which are inbuilt in Python? Or we can add which are the popular, libraries used for data science. So there are some popular libraries are there in Python. We are mostly used for data. So as I mentioned, there are some inbuilt libraries provided by Python. So that is nothing but what TensorFlow is there, Keras, even Pandas, NumPy. Okay, Seaborn is for visualization. Matplotlib is for visualization. So there are some popular libraries we are going to use again and again for data visualization as well as for data pre-processing and all. Okay. So my next question is, what are the different what are the what is the difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning? What is the difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning? Actually, I'm getting a message from Juhi Singh. See, Juhi, actually, I am going to give idea about it. If you want to me write a whole answer, so it might take, uh, time, because if you want, I can explain in slow, but writing answer, it is long process, like. And if you want to note down, you can please tell me like that. I'll explain it in slow. Okay, next question is, what is difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning? So what is supervised learning? Supervised learning is a data which has a label, and unsupervised is a data which there is no label data. Okay. In supervised learning, it has a feedback mechanism. Okay. In unsupervised learning, there has no feedback mechanism. Okay. The most common use of unsupervised learning is in K clustering and hierarchical, where we are not getting any Y. Y means output. Okay. And the most supervised learning algorithm we are using for that is logistic regression and the support vector mechanism. We can also say that the supervised learning is used for employee to predict the output. Okay. And in the unsupervised, there is we can't predict the output. Okay. It contain no mapping for from the input to output. So it is unlabeled data. That is unsupervised learning. Okay, what is supervised learning? What is supervised learning? What is supervised learning? It is labeled data. Okay. In simple, what we can say about supervised learning is a method in which machines learn from using that labeled data. What is labeled data? Oh, it's my mistake. Okay. What we can say about label data, it's like a learning under the guidance of teacher. Okay. So if teaches us, that we can say that is the good example of supervised learning. Okay. Training data set is like a teacher which is used to train the machine. There is a data set which train the machine how to do this and how to do that, and all the instruction we can say it teaches to that machine, and machine just have to follow that procedure. So that we can say it is a supervised learning. Okay. Model is trained on the predefined data set, where we are saying that predefined, that means there are instructions are there given to the data set how to follow the what procedures they have to follow. So that's why it is called as predefined data set. Okay. Before it start making any decision or to give any output to a new data. So that's why it is called as supervised learning, because all the procedures are predefined and it is a labeled data. So we'll go for what is unsupervised learning. Okay. What we can say here, unsupervised is what? Just think and then I'll tell you. As supervised is labeled data, it is unlabeled data. What is unsupervised learning? When I'm saying label data and unlabeled data, that means our data is with label and with the data which has not any label on that data set. In simple word, we having Y in supervised learning and there is no Y in unsupervised learning. Yes, Shubham, you are right. Yeah, Trupti, if I'm going to write the answer, then it will be, it is better to, instead of writing, it's better to you get idea what I'm talking about, If you want to note down, tell me, I'll go slow. It is better to, instead of writing, it's better to you get idea what I'm talking about, Okay, guys, what is unsupervised learning? As we know, as I told, supervised is what? It train the model under what? Guidance of teacher. It is totally opposite of in case of supervised learning. Like it is like a learning without a teacher. Model learns throughout observation and find the structure of data. It get own like its own learning process. What we are doing, if we are going on Google searching and reading, that we can say it is unsupervised learning. So we don't have any guidance. We are just going and learning by ourselves. So that is the case. That is the good example we can say about unsupervised learning. So model is giving data set and it left to automatically and find the pattern and the relationship in the data set by creating the clusters. Now there should be a relationship between the features, as we know, because the model, how model or our algorithm going to train the model is just on a relationship between the columns, okay, on the features. So how if we are saying that unsupervised learning have no any label on the data set and this model is going to learn by its own, so what is the thing is going to guide that model? So there are some data sets, that is there is some patterns we are saying, they are making clusters, okay, on the basis of that model will train and will give the output. There is third learning, okay, which is that is reinforcement, okay. So what is reinforcement? So what is reinforcement learning? Yes, anyone? What is reinforcement learning? There is no any reply. Yes, friends, any reply? Yeah, yeah, very good, Rathod. Others? Okay, my voice is breaking continuously. Is it okay now? Yes, waiting for reply. Yes, ma'am. Okay, my voice is breaking. Okay, okay, okay. Let me resolve this problem. Okay, now my voice is okay for all. Now it should not break, I guess. Yes, please quick reply from all. Yeah, reinforcement learning involves an agent that interact with an environment. Okay, so next question is, in how many How many categories unsupervised learning classified? In how many categories unsupervised learning classified? As we are saying that unsupervised learning is on level data, there is no teacher and no guidelines for the machine or algorithm machine to learn from. So there are two. How many categories are there for unsupervised learning? Reinforcement learning is the machine learning training. Yeah, Prashant has given answer about reinforcement learning, and he's saying that is a machine learning training method based on rewarding desired behaviors and or punishing is under desired ones. Yeah, very good. Okay. In how many categories unsupervised learning classified, friends? Now, please you tell me what is meant by clustering and what is meant by association. Yeah, these are the two categories where unsupervised learning is classified. What is meant by clustering and what is meant by association? Guys, please. Two. Very good. Those who are replying, others, please be active on chat box. Yes, what is clustering and what is association? So clustering is method, we are going to group on a group to cluster with their behavior or similarities. Okay, and what about association? Association is a rule where we want to discover rule that describes, or it maybe depends on us, so what criteria we are going to apply for what cluster we want. Okay, so these are the two. So my next question is, tell me clustering type. Okay, how many clustering type are there? How many clustering types are there? Yes, very good. Association is a market basket analysis. Yes, is the task. Yeah, very good, Prashant. Yeah, as some of our friends are replying, so how many clustering types are there? There is a hierarchical, K-mean, and PCA. What is PCA means? That is nothing but principal component analysis. So on this basis, we can cluster our data points. Okay, on the similarities of data, or we can say on the difference, or the what it makes from each other, differs from each other. So that can be the type of clustering. Okay, my next question is, what are the challenges we are facing while unsupervised learning? What are the challenges we are facing what are the challenges we are facing while unsupervised learning? We got to know idea about what is unsupervised learning. Yes, friends, what are the challenges we are facing while unsupervised learning? As we are know that unsupervised learning is no label, it is unlabeled data. We have to process, or we have to train model. Yes, what are the complexity or what are the challenges we'll get to or will face while unsupervised learning? Any thoughts? Yeah, it may be one of a challenge that identifying the hidden pattern in the data point and the extracting more information to the data points. Yeah, very good. Next, anyone? Others? Think and then reply. We already know what is unsupervised learning. So what are the challenges we'll face? As we are saying that unsupervised learning, how we are going to train our model is on clusters. So one of main problem will get to know that there is a very lack of transparency into the basic on which my data is going to cluster. Okay, so how you have to think and then give the answer, like what are the challenge. First of all, we know the unsupervised learning, then you can think like that. And if we are saying that there is no trainer, we have to train by ourselves. So it is like training time. It will be having most time or more time we have to give to the model to train. So longer training time, that could be the high risk of inaccurate result. Very good, very good. No other replies? Yeah, there will be high risk. Yeah, that is what Rathod. We have to train by our human. So there will be the interruptions in between model and system, inaccurate training data. Yeah, very good. It will be time taking. Next. If you are saying that it will be a lack of transparency in longer time, then there is some one common factor is there, that is computation complexity. Because of there is a high volume of training data and we are going to train model. We are humans, we have to put our focus on how to train that data. It may be time taking and computational complexity will be there. Okay. So what is the main purpose of unsupervised learning? What we are utilize unsupervised learning? For only 3 tasks. What unsupervised learning is? For clustering, association, and third one is what? For dimension reduction, that is PCA. All of you, please, if you want, you please make a note of it, and yeah, anyone, or shall we move ahead? Any challenges from others? Or any I would like to say, if any doubt or any questions you having on unsupervised learning, that please then type in chat box, we'll get answer or what. If you have any question or any doubt on unsupervised learning, we'll find the answer and then discuss with all. So now I'm going to ask you one question. What are the applications of unsupervised learning? Now, where we are going to use unsupervised learning? We all got to know idea about unsupervised learning, all the challenges and what is unsupervised learning. We are going to, how it going to work. Now, please, applications. What are the applications for unsupervised learning, guys? What are the applications for unsupervised learning? Yes. Quick reply, please, guys. Yes, very good. Segmented marketing. Yes, next. It will be better if you little bit elaborate it, like how and all. So it will be clear idea for other also, like in two or three sentence or one single line, it will be okay. Others, please. What are the applications for unsupervised learning? As I'm saying, there is an association rule. There is one of our friend was telling that there is a market basket rule. So that is the application, one of our application we can say. What is association rule doing? So that is the application we can say in unsupervised learning. Yes. Like I'm saying, association rule, like we have already know that it comes under recommendation engine. Okay, what it doing, using past purchase or past behavior of data. Unsupervised learning can help to discover the data trend that can be used to develop more effective cross selling strategies. Like what will be that customer choice, we can say, or for example, if we can say about movie recommendation and all. Okay, on Facebook also we are getting that the friends list. Okay, and in other application we can say news and sections. Okay, where Google News used to use unsupervised learning, okay, to categorize the article on same story. For example, there will be a president elections are there, so it comes under level like US news and all. That particular news are labeled as what, elections news and all. Okay, so how that there are some many more applications are there actually. You please go and some of friends giving actually answers. Yeah, visualization is there, very good. Yeah, anomaly detection is there. Yeah, So guys, one more question I would like to ask you, that do all you want question with answers, or is it okay to explain? Just quick reply, so that next time I'll be there with answer, or I'll prepare by that only. That the way how you want. Or you will note down while I am saying something. Yes, friends, please. And if you're okay with this, then we'll go like this only. Yeah, Prashant, that's what I'm doing. Question with explanation. But some of our friend was asking about the answer, answer word document, I guess. So I would like to, get a quick reply from others too. So it will be a clear idea for me. So what you guys you want, Others, please, who was asking me about the answer keys also. Okay then. Okay then. Next time the session will be like this only. I'm going to write a questions. I'm going to explain. Okay, guys. So next time we'll go for supervised learning. So better you guys read some questions or read about theory about supervised learning. And if you have some new questions, please, take that too. We'll get answer for that too. Okay. Okay. Bye.